But let's assume the possibility of a marriage where two people are seeking God together. Don't make demands of one another. Offer. Don't force. For example, you meditate 2 hours, she only meditates 1 hour. Don't keep telling her, well, why don't you meditate more? Don't even sort of by sly means say, well, I'm going to meditate now, would you like to join me? Be careful. It's a relationship which is very, very sensitive. And you can say things to some people that you don't see all that often that you couldn't say to somebody who is right there all the time, because it'll begin to get under the skin. So be very careful. It isn't just words. When you live close to somebody, you know his thoughts, don't you? And so even that thought, as he goes into the meditation room and casts a sidelong glance at her and closes the door in a marked manner, have complete respect for each other and realize that if your wife or your husband doesn't want to meditate, it will never do to force it on her or him. Be an example as you can without ever trying to criticize. This is the one relationship in which criticism is very detrimental. Criticism is never good. I've often wondered at the number of people who try to tell me how I ought to live my life. I never try to force my opinions on them. We should try to respect other people where they are and allow them to grow at their own speed. And I got a letter from somebody whom I hardly know, who spent a long time criticizing me and Ananda and this thing and that thing. And I thought, well, why? What's the need? The fact is that people take these things out on others because they've got them in themselves. That's the real truth of it. But anyway, in marriage, far more so than in any other human relation, you've got to be very respectful of the other person and don't consider yourself to be the guru. It's not your position. It's a very, very rare kind of marriage where the one partner can be the guru to the other partner. It does happen, but not very easily, and causes trouble even between somebody like Lahiri Mahashaya and his wife. She got upset with him for not getting out there and earning money at one time, remember? And Mahatma Gandhi was sort of a guru to his wife, Kasturbai, but it was by no means an easy relationship for either of them. He had the kind of personality that was required to bring India around to a nonviolent kind of revolution. But that kind of personality is not the happiest kind to have in the home. So if you have this, be centered in yourself. If you have this relationship with someone, if you're married, be centered in yourself. Don't lean on the other person. Naturally, there are times when you want strength from him or her. Naturally, there'll be times when you have to give strength in return. This is a part of the beauty of marriage, that each can help the other. And people who are single very often tend to feel very downcast when they are low. But don't allow yourself to fall into that opposite side, which is that when one partner is weak, the other becomes weak too. When one partner is negative, the other reinforces that negativity. Master wouldn't even have couples at last. He tried for a while. He gave up because he found that when one of them was negative, the other reinforced it. They became 4 times as negative. And now people have grown. Now we're ready in our society to have that kind of marriage that he was dreaming of back in the 40s, but couldn't see except in a very rare couple. Now we're already showing this possibility here at Ananda. But remember that this is a very, very important principle, that when your partner is feeling low, then that is the time to give strength, not the time to say, yeah, that's right, why is it that way, and so on, and reinforce the negativity. Try to always help each other with strength, with divine love. Think of the uh, think of the long-range rhythms, not just the mood of the moment.